welcome to Canyon High School for Saturday afternoon baseball between the visiting Matadors of Seguin High School and the homestanding Cougars of Canyon High School. Good afternoon, everyone. Tony Brubaker, Mike side for you as we bring you this District 26 5A game between the first place Cougars, currently 9-2 in district play, and the 8th place Matadors at 2-9. This was a game supposed to be played last night, but too much water on the field got moved to today. It's the second of two games here in this series. There's the defensive lineup for the Cougars with Janner, Wyman, and Farley in the outfield. Inman, Cantu, Villanueva, and Canalicchio on the infield, and Ortiz and Ott your battery. For the leadoff hitter for the Matadors, that's Landon Trost. Takes a breaking ball wide for ball one, and we're underway at 3 o'clock. Ortiz again. That fastball said to be low by the home plate umpire, and it's 2-0. Trost, a .412 hitter in district play. Takes a fastball about belt high for strike one, and the count goes to 2-1. The opening batter here in this afternoon's District 26 5A battle. Breaking ball lined to second, and there's Villanueva with the catch of the softly hit line drive. Had a little bit of a loop to it, and that's one out. Brings up the catcher, number 21, Luis Ocano. 267 his average on the season. Batting in the two-hole today for the 5-19 overall Matadors. Again, 2-9 in district play. Swinging strike one for first-year head coach Mike Gonzalez. That one, fastball went right over his head as he ducked to stay out of the way. So the count is even at 1-1. Excellent view from center field as the 1-1 pitch is hit on the ground towards second. Villanueva on a couple of hops, can't field it cleanly, and that'll be an error on the second baseman as Ocano reaches first base. So the three-hole hitter is the first baseman, Cooper Newman. 217 his average in district play. So Ortiz will go to the stretch. First pitch on a runner running. Throw to second is in time, and Ocano is thrown out. 2-4. So a caught stealing is the second out of the inning. So just like that, Ocano reaches on the air, but then gets put out on the throw to second by Ott. Quality throw, quality tag, and there's two outs and the bases are empty. Tied him up with a fastball on the inside corner. So 2-1 the count. Ortiz quickly working, sends a fastball upstairs. Now has some work to do as the count's 3-1 with the bases empty. Again working quickly, right back at it. And that's a strike. Newman had thought the ball was outside, so he'd already tossed his bat and taken 5 or 6 steps towards first base, but Blue brings him back for another pitch. This one will be with a full count. Ortiz. There's a foul ball down the first base side. First base side, usually the visiting dugout comes after it, but no one moved, so Blue got it from first base. Ortiz trying to work quickly, but home plate Blue said let's wait till everybody gets back in space. Ortiz winds the full count pitch, outside corner, strike three. And not exactly a 1-2-3 inning, but the Matadors go down without any damage. We'll move to the bottom half of the first. No score on the Cougars Network.
So, where are we eating?
With GVTC's blazing fast fiber speeds,
3.5 stars, not a chance we try anything under 4.
you might feel like other things in life are taking a little longer than before.
Ooh, what sounds better, La Fiesta or Dumpling Palace?
Oh, Dumpling Palace.
Ew, gross.
We may not be able to speed up your dinner decisions, but we can provide fast and consistent premium Wi-Fi to search all the available options. Enjoy the GVTC difference, and please be patient with things that may have seemed to
Wait, what are we gonna watch?
slow down a bit. GVTC, connecting you.
So, where are we eating?
With GVTC's blazing fast fiber speeds,
3.5 stars, not a chance we try anything under 4.
you might feel like other things in life are taking a little longer than before.
Ooh, what sounds better, La Fiesta or Dumpling Palace?
Oh, Dumpling Palace.
Ew, gross.
We may not be able to speed up your dinner decisions, but we can provide fast and consistent premium Wi-Fi to search all the available options.
Welcome back to Canyon High School, where the Cougars will lead off with their center fielder, Isaac Wyman. .429 his average on the season in district play. These two teams played on Tuesday night. The Cougars won that one 11-0. So I'll give you some of the statistics of some of the Cougars that battled in that 5-inning win. Back again on Tuesday night. Wyman. That's what he goes by. That's not his official name. Last time I was here, I said the same thing. It's hard to pronounce, so we just call him Wyman. That's what everyone here does, and we'll continue to do that. 2-1 the count. Edwards sends another pitch low, and it's 3-1. Samuel Edwards has no stats on the stats I found from Seguin's district play, so I don't know if this is his first outing, or at least they haven't recorded any stats on him. Isaac swings at ball 4 and makes the count a full count at 3-2, trying to find something to hit. Edwards out of the wind and brings the full count pitch low, and that's a walk for the leadoff batter for the Cougars. Brings up Cayman Cantu, the shortstop. He wears number 30 and comes into the game with a 33 average in district play. Runners going. Catcher Okano's throw is nowhere in time. Gets into center field, but Isaac down. Didn't bother to get up since the center fielder Trost was in there quickly to pick it up. So now a runner on second and a ball 1 count to Cantu. As quickly as Ortiz was working in the top of the first, that's how slowly Edwards is working here in the bottom of the first. Bunt out in front of the plate. Edwards picks it up and overthrows the first baseman. Cantu will run for second. Wyman will round third and hold there. So an E1 puts Cantu on first and then second. Wyman moves to third. So runners on second and third with the hard-hitting first baseman Will Canalicchio due up. His .478 average, one of the higher ones on the team. 5 RBI in the last dozen or so games. Left-handed batter. Waits for the first pitch in the dirt, gets away. Wyman will score. Cantu will move to third base. So a wild pitch brings home the first run of the game. Still nobody out, and a runner on third for Canalicchio. Edwards will go with the full windup now with the runner on third, and then steps out. Again, mentioned Edwards, we have no stats on him as if he's pitched in district play, but it's pretty obvious just watching him. He's not real sure of himself here. And there's a fastball low and in, and Canalicchio drives it to left center field. He'll dig for two as Trost comes up with it and brings it in to the cutoff man. So an RBI double. Brings home Cantu and makes the score 2-0 in favor of the Cougars. Canalicchio's hit was a well-hit ball into the gap in left center field. Trost chased and got it back into the cutoff man before Canalicchio could make his way to third. Now the pitcher for the Cougars is the cleanup hitter, Sam Ortiz. .348 his average in district play. Waits for the first pitch from Edwards. And it's catches the outside corner for strike one. So we've noticed home plate blue likes the outside corner to the right-handers. As Edwards gets his sign and readies. It's 2-0 Canyon here in the early going. There's another, looked like off speed that caught the middle of the plate. Ortiz was watching, and it's 0-2 to the cleanup hitter for the Cougars here in the bottom of the first. Edwards again takes his time now to the stretch. Canalicchio bluffing movement down at second base. There's a fastball up and in. Makes the count 1-2 for the cleanup hitter for the Cougars. Today's starting pitcher for the Cougars as well. Ortiz again waits for Edwards. Might step out if he takes any more longer. And he does ask for time. Edwards has the sign and to the stretch. Canalicchio bluffs to go. Ball in the air towards right. So second baseman, as the ball doesn't travel very far, Molina makes the pop up on the infield for the first out. Sam didn't get a real good swing at that one. And now the left fielder, Evan Janner, number 10, .318 his average in district play. Another left-handed batter to face the right-handed throwing Edwards. So one out, one on, 2 runs in. Curveball. I'll say he held up his swing. So it's ball one to the left fielder for the Cougars. Janner sets himself. Edwards to the stretch. Canalicchio's running. They've got him dead to rights on that one as he didn't get the jump he wanted. And that's the second out of the inning on a caught stealing. 2-5. So 2 outs now, and the bases are empty for Janner with 2 runs in the bottom of the first. Edwards. That one called a ball, even though it looked like it caught an awful lot of the plate here on the outside corner for Janner. That's a fastball, same spot, a little bit higher, so maybe the other one he was deemed low. And the count is 3-1. 2 outs, base is empty. Janner waits. Takes ball 4. The second walk by Edwards. The fourth base runner. And the right fielder now, Elijah Farley. 421 his average in district play, as Janner takes a lead from first. Edwards' fastball's in there for a strike. The count's 0-1 to the Cougar right fielder, Elijah Farley. Number 18 on his back, another left-handed hitter for the Cougars. That fastball's up and away, and the count is now even at 1-1. 2 outs, a runner on first, 2 runs in. Each team has committed an error here in the first inning. Cougars weren't hurt by it. The Matadors have been. That fastball's away, the runner goes, and another stolen base. As Janner steals second. O'Connor with a long delivery in his effort to second base, a much quicker delivery to third while he caught down Canalicchio. So a runner on second with 2 outs now. Both catcher and pitcher reacted to that one not being called a strike, so 3-1 the count now to Farley, the 6-hole hitter for the Cougars. (3-1), Edwards to the stretch. That one in there, and we've got a full count. The second full count in the first 6 batters by Edwards. So Farley waits. Edwards gets his sign. This one popped up left side. Catcher chases, but it'll go out of play. And we'll have another 3-2 pitch from Edwards. First round action. Game is kind of slowed down as the Cougars have batted a couple of runs in. Still a runner on second, 2 outs. Another pop-up, this one out of play again on the left side. More behind the plate than towards the dugout, but still out of play. So this will be the 8th pitch of the at-bat to the Cougar right fielder. Samuel Edwards trying to get some chatter behind him as he brings the 3-2. Swung on a miss. He gets his first strikeout of the inning, but that's the it. So the Cougars scored 2 runs. Looks like only 1 hit, 1 error, and 1 runner left on base. So after 1 complete, it's 2-0 Cougars on the Cougars Network.
I'm a pretty calm, cool, and collective guy, but... Sorry, what's your name? Yeah, Evan. Hi, Evan. Yeah, we have no internet. Nothing. I don't know. It just stopped working.
The internet is down.
I know, I'm on the phone. No, that was my wife.
I can't get online again.
Yeah, I'm talking to Evan. No, my daughter, my wife. Okay, can you guys not talk? Sorry. Yes, we have white. Yes, the white boxes. I see one. They got horns on them.
It's the one with
they
the
have
horns.
Yes, I see one. We have 11 of those.
I was on the phone and I got disconnected.
Okay, it's not about you. We switched our broadband service provider. Like Devin put in 11, Evan. How are we supposed to know which one's 7 and which
I thought it was Devin.
Who's Devin? I got no service.
Honey, you're blocking.
You can't stand there. You're blocking it. Don't block it. And the best part, I never have to speak to Evan or Devin ever again.
I think this one's 11.
11? We're not looking for 11. No, are we looking for 7, Evan, or 11? We have 2 next to each other. That's bad. 2 white boxes.
And it's not like we got back in a hurry, but the field was ready, waiting for the cleanup hitter, Seth Savalas, the right fielder, to come to bat. As the Matadors had a team meeting down the first base line while Ortiz and the Cougars wrapped up warm-ups really quickly. Ortiz sends a breaking ball for strike one. Savalas, the cleanup hitter, batting .409 in district play with 3 runs batted in. Ortiz again quickly. Another breaking ball for strike 2. Ortiz again working as quickly as he possibly can. Fastball low as he didn't go after Savalas on pitch 3, but he's ready now for pitch 4. Savalas back in the box, quickly working. That fastball, they say, caught the outside corner, and that's the first out of the inning on strike 3 to the right fielder. Brings up the third baseman, number 1, Tim Belichick. A .214 hitter in district play, the third baseman with 3 runs batted in, and sends one in the air to right. Farley has to kind of go back a little bit. The wind blowing in straight to left. Kind of played that wind there a little bit, but made the catch easily for the second out of the inning. So Ortiz has retired 3 in a row in 4 out of 5. The Matadors, again, 5-19, 2-9. They are 2-2 in their last 4 games in district play, but that was after they had lost 12 in a row. So some success recently for the Matadors as the count moves to 1-1 against Caden Holds. The DH batting for Edwards sees another breaking ball go wide and makes the count 2-1. The DH, the 6-hole hitter for the Matadors. Ortiz moves quickly and sends a breaking ball to even the count at 2-2. So Deuce is on the scoreboard with 2 strikes, 2 balls, and 2 outs. And Ortiz shakes him, then agrees. The 2-2 pitch, swung on and missed, tagged out by the catcher. And the strikeout, the second of the inning, is out number 3. So just that quickly. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on base. We head to the bottom of the second here on the Cougars Network.
Hey, buddy. Got your glove?
Yep, I got it right here. You're coming, right?
Of course. I'll see you in 10 minutes.
Awesome.
Don't forget the you-know-whats.
Whether you're gearing up for a big project or a big game, GVTC has everything you need to stay connected.
What do you think?
They are going to love these.
From smart security and high-speed internet to TV and phone, GVTC provides cutting-edge technology for your home and business.
Thank you.
You made it. Hey, what is it? Whoa, Jersey!
With deep roots in the community, we're committed to building a stronger, better, connected future for the areas we serve. Our GVTC Foundation's charitable support and industry-leading products help you stay connected to what matters most. GVTC, connecting you.
And we're back at Canyon High School. 2-0, Cougars lead, bottom of the second. Edwards, first pitch, hit in the air towards right. Looks like the wind actually knocked that one down by Kyle Head, the DH. So a fly ball to right is the first out of the Cougars' second inning. And the third baseman, Daniel Inman, number 12, a .286 hitter on the season, comes to plate. The 8-hole hitter for the Cougars steps in with 1 out and the base is empty. There's a fly ball to left. The wind will help it, but back goes the left fielder Haas and makes the catch before he gets to the track. So a couple of fly ball outs are 2 outs for the Cougars. I think they both have swung on first pitches, basically. So the second baseman, Trip Villanueva, .222 is district average. Number 1 steps in with the bases empty and 2 down already as Edwards has just made a couple of pitches. That one's upstairs for ball one. So the Cougars aggressive off of Edwards, who didn't throw a ton of strikes in the first inning. Cougars managed 2 runs off of him. Now have been shut down as there's strike one to even the count at 1-1. So the bottom of the Cougars lineup not having much success right now. 6, 7, and now 8 with Villanueva. 1-1 pitch. There's a fly ball over the second baseman's head into right center field. It'll fall. Goes off the center fielder's chest trost. Villanueva digs for second and makes it fairly easily. So a 2-out double by Villanueva brings up the top of the order for the Cougars with their 2-0 lead here in the bottom of the second. Isaac Wyman was walked in his first at bat on a full count. Stole second. Ended up scoring on a wild pitch. So number 13, Isaac Wyman. Edwards steps off, now back again, toes the rubber, checks for his sign. Villanueva gets a lead at second. Edwards checks him, then goes back to the stretch. First pitch fastball outside for ball one. Cougar center fielder wants something good to drive. Edwards bluffs to second, but no one was covering. Villanueva scrambles back in, then gets right back up and takes his lead. Counts 1-0 as Edwards again has started to move like a snail here in the bottom of the second. Now to the stretch. Fastball over the second baseman, well, right to the second baseman, as he didn't hit it as well as I first thought, and that's, what do we got here? Called a balk. Okay. So Villanueva goes to third. Count still 1-0. That fastball's just away. And it's 2-0 to the leadoff hitter. Here in the bottom of the second, now 2 outs. A runner on third. He swings at a ball about a foot outside and makes it 2-1. And Isaac quite anxious up there just to see something good. Fastball upstairs. Edwards down 3-1 now to the count to the leadoff hitter for the Cougars here in the bottom of the second. 3-1 the count. Edwards gets his sign again. Swing and a miss makes it a full count, as Isaac did not catch up to the fastball that time. So full count, Edwards to the stretch. Villanueva takes his lead from third. This one popped up on the infield. Catcher and pitcher. Catcher makes the catch. So a pop-up to the catcher is the third out of the inning. The Cougars don't score in the second. It's 2-0 Canyon as we head to the third on the Cougars Network.
So, where are we eating?
With GVTC's blazing fast fiber speeds,
3.5 stars, not a chance we try anything under 4.
you might feel like other things in life are taking a little longer than before.
Ooh, what sounds better, La Fiesta or Dumpling Palace?
Oh, Dumpling Palace.
Ew, gross.
We may not be able to speed up your dinner decisions, but we can provide fast and consistent premium Wi-Fi to search all the available options. Enjoy the GVTC difference, and please be patient with things that may have seemed to
Wait. What are we gonna watch?
slow down a bit. GVTC, connecting you.
Back to Canyon. Ortiz working quickly. First pitch to Holt Haas, the left fielder. 346 is district average. Like the third highest average in district play. Fouls off the first one. Takes the second one and evens the count at 1-1. Ortiz sends this. Haas sends it back to the screen to make it 1-2. Ortiz again, the 1-2 pitch. Swings, brings his arm down 3/4 and evens the count at 2-2 as it's in the dirt, and Haas didn't chase. Ortiz quickly again throws the fastball by him, and it's a strikeout to start the third.
Number 4, Gabe Molina.
Ortiz's fourth strikeout, and 4 of the last 5 batters have gone out on strikes. Gabe Molina, the second baseman, his district average at 100 with 1 RBI. Swings and misses on the first pitch fastball by Sam Ortiz. Again, Mike Gonzalez, the head coach, down at third base, goes through some signs as Ortiz pours another fastball in there. Matadors right now outmatched. Now when he fouls off the catcher's gear and Ott takes it as it dribbles out into the infield. Still 0-2 with 1 out and the base is empty. No damage to Ott. He's back in there. Blue makes his way back behind the plate. Ortiz has his sign and brings the 0-2. This one's up and away as he wastes it high. Gets his sign again. Little curve to that one, and another strikeout. Third in a row, and 5th of the last 6 batters. Matthew Merrick, a 375 average with 4 runs batted in. Bats here as the 2 out. That's a ground ball towards third. In comes Inman. The throw across pulls Canalicchio off the bag, but he tags the runner. 5-3, the third out of the inning. So the Matadors go down 1-2-3 again. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left. We head to the bottom of the third, 2-0 Cougars on the Cougars Network.
I'm a pretty calm, cool, and collective guy, but... Sorry, what's your name? Yeah, Evan. Hi, Evan. Yeah, we have no internet. Nothing. I don't know. It just stopped working.
The internet is down.
I know, I'm on the phone with them. No, that was my wife.
I can't get online again.
Yeah, I'm talking to Evan. No, my daughter, my wife. Okay, can you guys not talk? Sorry. Yes, we have the white boxes. I see one. They got horns on them.
The one with the horns.
Yes, I see one. We have 11 of those.
I was on the phone and I got disconnected.
Okay, it's not about you. We switched our broadband service provider. Like Devin put in 11, Evan. How are we supposed to know which one's 7 and which
I thought it was Devin.
Who's Devin? I got no service.
Honey, you're blocking.
You can't stand there. You're blocking it. Don't block it. And the best part, I never have to speak to Evan or Devin ever again.
I think this one's 11.
11? We're not looking for 11. No, are we looking for 7, Evan, or 11? We have 2 next to each other. That's bad. 2 white boxes.
We're back. Cougar Stadium. Nick Cazzoli and his Cougars had a huddle down the third baseline before this half inning. Up 2-0. But the first two batters of the first inning both scored. Nothing since. Edwards evens the count at 1-1 to the 2-hole hitter Cantu. Cayman Cantu, the shortstop for the Cougars.
Get it started. Good eye.
That one up and away. Looking at the scorebook, he reached on an error, but possibly a sac bunt error on the pitcher gets him to second with the bad throw. So officially no at bat for Cantu. This one popped up straight back over the press box. Count even at 2-2 now. Nobody out, bases empty. Leadoff hitter for the Cougars here in the third. Cantu takes his time. Now back in the box. Edwards gets his sign. And the wind. That one, a line drive over the shortstop's head, will be a single for Cantu, who reaches base for the second time. This time safely with.
That'll bring up number 22, Will Canalicchio.
It's the Cougars' third hit. Canalicchio, who doubled in a run back at the second. Or the first inning, pardon me. Drove home the second run. Bluffing to bunt as the runner goes and steals third without trouble. Center fielder in quickly. Cantu legs it out and gets on third without a trouble. So steals second base. Reaches third on E2. So Canalicchio, who bluffed a fake of a bunt to let the runner have a chance, now bats with a 1-0 count and a runner on third. Will takes his time, checks his gloves, now back in the box. The tall left-handed hitter waits for the 1-0. That one makes it 2-0 on a fastball away and up. Cougars up 2-0 with a threat here in the third. 3-hole hitter Canalicchio waits. Starts his leg kick, but watches a fastball come up and in. And it's 3-0. Ortiz on deck. Canalicchio would love to drive this run in, though, I know. 3-0 pitch. That's a strike on the inside corner. Canalicchio taking all the way. Now ready to rip at 3-1. Sends it in the air, fouled on the third baseline. Didn't get all of that one. And now the count is full. Ten pitches already in the inning by Edwards. A runner on third now and a full count to the Cougars' first baseman. Sends this one in the air, foul down the third base line again. Shorten up and choke up were two things I heard from the crowd there. I'm not sure that's Will's 3-hole hitter deal. Grounds this one in towards second. Second baseman will not field it cleanly. Molina. Will gets an RBI, reaches first. On the third error.
That'll bring up number 2, Sam Ortiz.
By the Matadors. So Canalicchio's on first. The run is in. Now the opposing pitcher, Sam Ortiz, steps in. He popped up to the second baseman for the first out of that first inning. Swings and misses at a ball in the dirt for strike one. All the batters seem a little bit anxious against the Matadors right-hander. Trying to find something good to swing at. 0-1 the count. Lead at first is short. A bunt. Edwards fields it, throws to first to get Ortiz. Sack 1-3. Well, that's the first out. Canalicchio's now at second, and Evan Janner, who walked and stole a base back in the first, is up with a runner on second. 1 run in, 3-0 the lead, just 1 out. Edwards again to the stretch. First pitch fastball, catches the outside corner, says Blue. First time we've seen one on that corner called that looked a little bit wide. So maybe the strike zone is expanding as we move to the bottom of the third. What was a bright sunny day at 1 o'clock today, now at, what are we, 20 till 4, and there's sky full of clouds. So overcast as that one's wide. 1-1 to Janner with 1 out and a runner on second base. Janner again patiently waits. Edwards gets his sign. Fastball in the air. Third base side, sailing out of play. The wind continues to blow straight to left. One and two from Edwards. Fouled again. Don't believe Edwards is throwing real slow because several of the hitters just a tad behind his fastball. So 1-2 the count. Janner waits. Takes this one upstairs. Runs the count to 2-2. Canalicchio at second base. Not a very big lead, so they're not really threatening to chase him back. Now the shortstop, Merrick, comes in a little bit. That one hit towards center. Had a lot to it. Center fielder Trost is back and makes the catch. Canalicchio tags. The throw comes in. It'll be just a tad late. So the second out of the inning runs Canalicchio to third. Now with 2 outs, Elijah Farley. He was the third out of that first inning. Struck out swinging. Now has an RBI opportunity with Canalicchio on second base and 2 outs. 2 out RBIs make the difference in most winning teams. There's a ball in the dirt. Cougars at 21-6 on the season, 9-2 in district play. They've won 5 of their last 6 and 8 of their last 10. They lead District 26-5A by a half game over the Rangers of Smithson Valley. Farley waits. The 1-0 comes inside for ball 2. Catcher O'Connell tried to frame it a little bit since that inside pitch to the left-hander has been called a strike a bunch today. Farley on top of the plate, the 2-0. Drove to right. Will it be fair or foul? Strike 1. Runs the count to 2-1. A little bit ahead that time of the Edwards pitch. 6-hole hitter for the Cougars. Bats with 2 outs and a runner on third. There's a fly ball to right. The right fielder over. Will he make the play? He does. Savalas makes the catch on a ball hit hard but didn't travel. So a fly ball to right is the third out. So 1 run on 1 hit. 1 error and 1 runner left on base. 3-0 Cougars on the Cougars Network.
Hey, buddy. Got your glove?
Yep, I got it right here. You're coming, right?
Of course. I'll see you in 10 minutes.
Awesome.
Don't forget the you-know-whats.
Whether you're gearing up for a big project or a big game, GVTC has everything you need to stay connected.
What do you think?
They are going to love these.
From smart security and high-speed internet to TV and phone, GVTC provides cutting-edge technology for your home and business.
Thank you.
You made it. Hey, what is it? Whoa, jersey!
With deep roots in the community, we're committed to building a stronger, better, connected future for the areas we serve. Our GVTC Foundation's charitable support and industry.
Tro's first pitch swung on and missed. Ortiz gets ahead in the count to the leadoff hitter for the Matadors here in the top of the 4th. 11-0 the score on Tuesday. This one just 3-0 after 3 innings of play. Ortiz doing his job. That one curveball taken by Trost. The center fielder lined out to the second baseman in his first trip is in 3 innings. Only 9 batters batted for the Matadors. O'Connell reached on an error but was out trying to steal, and there's a strikeout to start the 4th.
Number 21, Lewis O'Connell.
The 6th strikeout by Ortiz. And the 4th of the last 5 batters. Strike 1 to O'Connell, the catcher. He reached on an error back in the first and was cut down trying to steal. Luis O'Connell. 2-1 the count now. Newman's on deck. Ortiz breaks a breaking ball that stays inside that time, and it's 3-1. Sam behind his first batter of the game, to my knowledge. Actually walked someone. So a 1-out walk gives the Matadors their second base runner of the afternoon. Now Cooper Newman, the first baseman, who was called out on strikes back in the first. That ended the inning. Check signs from Coach Gonzalez down at third. Now back in the box. Ortiz will work quickly to the stretch as O'Connell takes his lead. Okay, so there is a courtesy runner for the catcher. Sorry I missed that one. Linguero, Kevin Linguero, the courtesy runner. Ortiz missing the strike zone again. There's one he pours in. Runs the count to 2-1 with 1 out and 1 on here in the top of the 4th. Throw to first is close, but courtesy runner Linguero gets back in time. Ortiz, fastball inside. The catcher Ott throws down to first. But the count goes to 3-1 to the 3-hole hitter for the Matadors here in the top of the 4th. Fly ball. First baseman Canalicchio goes back on the pop-up, actually. And that's the second out of the inning. The runner stays at first. Now Seth Ceballos, the right fielder. steps in. He was called out on strikes to lead off the second. Ortiz made quick work of the first 3 innings. A swing and a miss. The throw will be late as the courtesy runner gets the stolen base. Good protection by Ceballos to swing and miss at it to keep the catcher from being able to come up very quickly for that throw that was in the dirt. Now Ott goes out to talk to Ortiz. Probably with a runner on second just to check the signs in case the runner checks and gets a peek at the signs. Maybe a new indicator or just something different. Ortiz. This one fouled back to the screen, and it's 0-2. 2 outs, 1 on. Top of the 4th. Ortiz out of the stretch, which he hasn't done much today. Readies and brings the 0-2 on the ground. Second baseman Villanueva picks it up and throws to first. So 4-3, the putout is out number 3. So no runs, no hits, no errors, 1 left. We head to the bottom of the 4th. It's 3-0 Canyon on the Cougars network.
So, where are we eating?
With GVTC's blazing fast fiber speeds,
3.5 stars, not a chance we try anything under 4.
you might feel like other things in life are taking a little longer than before.
Ooh, what sounds better, La Fiesta or Dumpling Palace?
Oh, Dumpling Palace.
Ew, gross.
We may not be able to speed up your dinner decisions, but we can provide fast and consistent premium Wi-Fi to search all the available options. Enjoy the GVTC difference, and please be patient with things that may have seemed to
Wait, what are we gonna watch?
slow down a bit. GVTC, connecting you.
Kyle Head, the DH, will lead off the Cougar 4th. Kyle had a big night Tuesday night, 2 for 4, had a couple of runs scored and 3 runs batted in that 11-0 win over Seguin Tuesday night in Seguin. Takes a first pitch low for ball 1.
Go Kyle, home base. Get on base, son.
This one beat on the ground, foul down the third base line. As Edwards continues to work in his 4th inning of work today. 1-1 the count to the leadoff hitter for the Cougars. 3-0 Canyon, bottom of the 4th. Ooh. Breaking ball was in the left-handed batter's box, but called strike 2. On the ground, shortstop Merrick can't field it. So E6 puts Head on first base. Their 4th error. Now Daniel Inman flew out to left field. His first trip up. Bats with nobody out and a runner on first. Villanueva in the hole, or due up next, pardon me. Ball in the dirt on the blunt effort. And they throw down to first and get him out, says the umpire at first base. Head was shocked, but 2 to 3 is the first out of the inning. So nobody out, or I'm sorry, nobody on and 1 out here in the 4th. That pitch goes wide. Two and 0 the count is Edwards again. To the wind. Swings and misses, does Inman, to the fastball on the inner half of the plate. That one away. Count to 3-1. To the Cougar third baseman, Daniel Inman. Where's number 12? A couple of RBI in district play. Takes that one inside for ball 4. So a couple of runners for the Cougars. One was picked off. Now a runner on first, and Trip Villanueva, the second baseman. He doubled to right center his first trip up. Bats with a runner on first. Inman with a big lead at first. Edwards to the plate. Ball 1. So Villanueva waits. Inman gets his lead. Edwards to the stretch. That one's upstairs as well. So 2-0 the count. We played the first 2.5 innings in about 30 minutes. And this last inning and a half has been another 30 minutes. As Edwards continues to work slowly. That fastball catches the outside corner for strike 1. 2-1 the count, 1 out. Runner on first base is Daniel Inman, the third baseman. Villanueva waits for another offering from Samuel Edwards. Catcher O'Connor sets up on the outside corner. That one fouled straight back to the screen as Tripp was right on it. 2-2 the count now.
Let's go one. Come on, Tripp.
2-2 pitch. Edwards checks the runner at first, who has an even bigger lead now. Ground ball to third will be foul down the third base line. Inman on the run, has to return back to first.
Good idea, too. Good idea.
Count remains at 2-2. Villanueva hasn't had any trouble seeing Edwards tonight. He's had some good swings. The foul back to the screen, and that one down the third base side a little bit early. Edwards, 2-2 pitch in the air. Up and out of play. So Villanueva stays alive, continues to battle. Blue needs some more baseballs. On deck hitter wanted to throw it to him, but Blue didn't turn to catch it, so he brought it all the way out, and we have another ball. Blue still needs more baseballs, I'm sure.
Base hit.
This time they throw to first. Not in time. If Blue calls him out there, I think we got something going, because he clearly beat the throw.
Hey, let's go one.
Runner takes his lead. Edwards checks now to the stretch. Foul tip off the catcher's mitt. So we'll go for the 8th pitch to the 9-hole hitter for the Cougars, Trip Villanueva, as he's battled here. In the bottom of the 4th. Cougars scored 2 in the first and 1 in the third. They didn't score in the second, and they have yet to score here in the 4th. But only 1 out with a runner on first. Villanueva, the third batter. This one, a fly ball to left, has some carry. Chases the left fielder back. It's off the wall. Haas gets it in. The runner digs for third. Villanueva to second, so we'll have runners on second and third with one out as we come back to the top of the order on the second double of the afternoon by Trip Villanueva.
That'll bring up number 13, Isaac Wyman.
Inman at third, Villanueva at second, and Isaac Wyman. And his .429 average with a walk and a pop out in his first two at bats.
Base hit now, base hit wide.
So a run or a hit brings a couple more runners home. Cougars had run ruled them with that 11-0 win after 5 in Seguin. Hoping to do that again here today. Fastball inside to the leadoff hitter, and they called another balk. So no pitch. So a balk brings the runner home from third. Inman. Villanueva moves to third. And Wyman has another first pitch to him.
Right here, White. Bring him in.
Fastball wide. That is ball one.
Go wide, base hit, base hit.
Again, Edwards to the stretch. That fastball.
Good eye.
Ooh, that looked good, but must have been low. And it's 2-0.
Help him. Got 30. 30.
Edwards again taking his time, goes to the stretch finally. The 2-0 delivery. In the air to left. Wind's kind of carrying it some, but coming foul. And it goes over the wall, all over the wall, but foul as Haas chased it all the way. Well, now he brings it in, so maybe it didn't go over the wall. So the ball comes back in for Edwards. And Isaac will get back in and readies himself for a 2-1 pitch. Runner remains at third. That's Villanueva. One run in on the inning. It's 4-0 Cougars. This fly ball to right will have some carry. Savalas. Villanueva tags. He'll score. So Wyman gets a sac fly and an RBI. So 2 runs in for the Cougars. It's 5-0.
RBI, White.
2 outs. And the base is now empty. Ground ball. Shortstop Merritt comes up with it. The throw across is in time. So Cantu retired for the first time. 6-3 the put out for the third out of the inning. So 2 runs come in on 1 hit. There was an error and nobody left on base. We head to the 5th. It's 5-0 Canyon on the Cougars Network.
So, where are we eating?
With GVTC's blazing fast fiber speeds,
3.5 stars, not a chance we try anything under 4.
you might feel like other things in life are taking a little longer than before.
Ooh, what sounds better, La Fiesta or Dumpling Palace?
Oh, Dumpling Palace.
Ew, gross.
We may not be able to speed up your dinner decisions, but we can provide fast and consistent premium Wi-Fi to search all the available options. Enjoy the GVTC difference, and please be patient with things that may have seemed to
Wait, what are we gonna watch?
slow down a bit. GVTC, connecting you.
And a first pitch breaking ball, a little bit high for ball one. Ortiz works his fifth inning and works quickly as he has, and there is a slap of a single to left field by Belichick. The third baseman gets the first hit by the Matadors this afternoon. He is their second base runner, but first single of the afternoon. So the no-hitter is gone for Ortiz as we play here in the top of the fifth. 5-0 Cougars. There's a bunt, third base line, good bunt. In comes Inman, the throw to first, dug out of the dirt, no one to cover. Now Inman gets back as the runner made his way around second base to third on the bunt.
That'll bring up number 2, Haas.
So a sack, 5-3 is the first out. The runner gets to third on the play. So for the first time today, they have a runner on third base, and it comes with one out, and Holt Haas, the left fielder, due up. He struck out to lead off the third. Watch that one goes off his bat. So the first serious threat by the Matadors and a 5-0 Cougar lead. Ortiz, this one back to the screen. The runner chases home, and he will score. So a wild pitch brings home Belichick for the first run of the afternoon for the Matadors. And there goes the shutout, as well as the no-hitter. So Ortiz back to the mound, 1-1 the count, one out, bases now empty. A swing and a miss makes it a 1-2 count as he goes with a breaking ball there that Haas swings and fouls back to the catcher's glove. Ortiz in a hurry again, winds and throws. Fastball inside corner is strike 3. So his first strikeout in 6 batters is the second out of the inning. The 7th strikeout of the game for Ortiz. That one inside for ball 1. Back to the screen. Gabe Molina, the batter, pops it up, travels to center field. Wyman makes the catch, and that's the third out of the inning. So the Matadors score a run. They get their first hit. There were no errors and no one left. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Cougars lead it 5-1 on the Cougars Network.
Hey, buddy, got your glove?
Yep, I got it right here. You're coming, right?
Of course. I'll see you in 10 minutes.
Awesome.
Don't forget the you-know-whats.
Whether you're gearing up for a big project or a big game, GVTC has everything you need to stay connected.
What do you think?
They are gonna love these.
From smart security and high-speed internet to TV and phone, GVTC provides cutting-edge technology for your home and business.
Thank you.
You made it. Hey, what is it? Whoa, jersey!
With deep roots in the community, we're committed to building a stronger, better, connected future for the areas we serve. Our GVTC Foundation's charitable support and industry-leading products help you stay connected to what matters most. GVTC, connecting you.
Back to Canyon High School. Cougars lead it 5-1. We play bottom of the 5th. Trying to sweep this 2-game series in District 26 5A. They won Tuesday night in Seguin 11-0. Will that day, Tuesday, takes a strike now, was 3 for 3 with a couple of runs batted in. Edwards brings the 0-1. That one in the dirt. 3, 4, 5 due up for the Cougars here in the 5th. Ortiz and Janner to follow. Canalicchio doubled and reached on an error by the second baseman, but got an RBI. And there's one in the air to right. Has some carry, back to the fence, and that's out of here. Canalicchio with a solo home run to start off the 5th. As he turned and sent that one well into right field over the wall for a 6-1 Cougar lead to start the 5th. Second hard hit ball he had tonight. First was that double in the first. That one just blasted out to right field. Not really on my call, but I believe that was probably a no-doubter. Edwards gets a breaking ball over the outside corner to Ortiz, who's had a sacrifice bunt and a pop out in 2 plate appearances. This one foul down the right field line. Quickly behind 0-2. Sam 1 for 3 at Seguin with a couple of runs batted in. Trying to get something started here with nobody out, and an 0-2 pitch by Edwards. That's a single to right field. Ceballos comes up with it. Ortiz is digging for second, and he's safe. They say the second baseman didn't make the tag. Looked like the ball was there in time. So we see the replay.
That'll bring up number 10, Evan Janner.
Ortiz slid inside of him. Now, that was a great slide. So he'll get a double. So back-to-back hits, a home run and a double for the Cougars here in the bottom of the 5th. It's a 6-0 lead. Evan Janner, left-handed hitting left fielder, walked, stole a base, and then flew out to center field. Back in the 3rd. Edwards slowing down quite a bit. Swing and a miss, evens the count. So 1-1 the count to the 5-hole hitter for the Cougars, who've scored a run and have a runner on second with nobody out. That one called a strike. Janner checked his swing. 1 ball, 2 strikes, nobody out, and a runner on second. Edwards again. Slow work, goes to the stretch. That one in the air down the third base line, foul. Into all the stuff down the third base line. Warm-up mounds and other stuff. So a 1-2 back up the middle. That'll be a base hit and drive home a run. Janner will get an RBI as Ortiz makes his way from second base for the second run of the inning.
That'll bring up number 18, Elijah Farley.
So Farley, who struck out and flown out, comes up with the Cougars on a roll. 7-1 the score now. A home run, a double, and a single. The only thing we're missing on the cycle here would be a triple by Farley. But Coach Gonzalez goes out to the mound to talk with his seldom used pitcher, Samuel Edwards. So a couple of runs in for the Cougars to make it 7-1. 6 hits, 1 error for the Cougars. 1 run, 1 hit, and 4 errors for the Matadors here in Saturday afternoon play at the Cougar baseball field. So Farley back and ready, the 6-hole hitter. The right fielder steps in with a runner on first, nobody out. Edwards checks the runner. Janner takes his lead. He's going, the pitch out, throw, won't get him. As the shortstopper Merrick didn't field it cleanly on the 1 hopper. So a stolen base. Unofficially the 3rd stolen base of the day for the Cougars. Feel like I'm missing one, but that's what I have in the scorebook. So Farley back in, 1-0 on the pitch out, trying to catch the base stealer, but no luck. Edwards comes inside for ball 2.
Go Farley, base hit.
There's ball 3 wide. Farley again waits for Edwards to come up with a pitch he wants to throw. The 3-0 pitch. That's strike 1.
Now you ready?
Janner takes his lead from second. Edwards to the stretch. The 3-1 pitch fouled up down the left field line, pardon me, and well, it's caught by the left fielder, tagging up. Haas makes the catch, going to third is Janner. So the fly ball to left is the first out of the inning. And Kyle Head is up. He reached on an error by the shortstop back to off the 4th. Now bats in the 5th with 2 runs in and 1 out. Fastball away for ball 1. They've got a warm-up, a pitcher warming up in the bullpen. Looks to be Creed Weaver. That one's upstairs. 2 balls, no strikes, 1 out, runner on third for the Cougars. 2 runs in to make it 7-1. Edwards wide, and for the second batter in a row, he's gone 3-0. Still only 1 out, 2 runs in, a runner on third, 1 out now as Farley flew out to left. Heads look at a 3-0, taking, and it's 3-1. Inman and Villanueva due up next. Kyle Head, the DH. Fly ball, right field, a long run for Ceballos, and it lands fair. He'll go for second, will Head, and be down in time, and the run scores. So the 3rd run in the inning comes in to make it 8-1. That is a double to right that Head did worked some speed there to get in on time as the right fielder was slow to get to it as it landed fair. I don't know if he thought it was going to go foul. But the 3rd hit of the inning, 4th hit of the inning. Edwards. Left field shot will hook foul. Down to the wall, but foul. Is Inman. Has a long strike to start this at bat. Cougars at network action here on a Saturday afternoon. Cougars up 8-1, bottom of the fifth. That one must have been low, as it's called ball one. 1-1 the count, 1 out. 3 runs in, and a runner at second. Inman takes one up and in for ball 2. So Edwards takes his time, finally gets the sign. Now readies himself for a 2-1 on the ground foul. Count will move to 2-2. Samuel Edwards gets a new ball. Leisures his way back to the rubber. Gets his sign and into the stretch. 2-2 delivery on its way home. In the dirt, throw down to second, try to throw behind the runner head. Gets away, but not far enough for Head to get up and get to third. So still at second is Kyle Head. Inman, the batter, now a full count, faces him with 1 out and 1 on. Edwards to the stretch. Inside, ball 4. Inman works his second walk, so 2 on for the Cougars now. And Trip Villanueva, who has back-to-back doubles, 1 to right and 1 to left. It looks like we're going to have a pitching change. So we'll take a break. 3 runs in for the Cougars. It's 8-1 on the Cougars network.
I'm a pretty calm, cool, and collective guy, but... Sorry, what's your name? Yeah, Evan. Hi, Evan. Yeah, we have no internet. Nothing. I don't know. It just stopped working.
The internet is down.
I know, I'm on the phone. No, that was my wife.
I can't get online again.
Yeah, I'm talking to Evan. No, my daughter, my wife. Okay, can you guys not talk? Sorry. Yes, we have the white boxes. I see one. They got horns on them.
It's the one with the horns.
Yes, I see one. We have 11 of those.
I was on the phone and I got disconnected.
Okay, it's not about you. We switched our broadband service provider. Like Devin put in 11, Evan. How are we supposed to know which one's 7 and which
I thought it was Devin.
Who's Devin? I got no service.
Honey, you're blocking.
You can't stand there. You're blocking it. Don't block it. And the best part, I never have to speak to Evan or Devin ever again.
I think this one's 11.
11? We're not looking for 11. No, are we looking for 7, Evan, or 11? We have 2 next to each other. That's bad. 2 white boxes.
So, where are we eating?
With GVTC's blazing fast fiber speeds,
3.5 stars, not a chance we try anything under 4.
you might feel like other things in life are taking a little longer than before. We may not be able to speed up your dinner decisions, but we can provide fast and consistent premium Wi-Fi to search all the available options. Enjoy the GVTC difference. GVTC, connecting you.
We're back to Cougar Stadium, Cougar Field here at Canyon High School, and the pitching change caused by the pitch count. Samuel Edwards had gone over the 110 limit, but he was able to finish the batter, which was Inman, who he walked, back to 110. So the new pitcher is Creed Weaver. He has pitched this season in district play. He has a save in 4 appearances. So Weaver, the new pitcher, Villanueva, the batter, 2 for 2 on the day. Takes ball 1. Trip Villanueva doubled to right center, then doubled down the left field line. 2 doubles, 1 run scored. Bats with 2 on and 1 out. The 1-0 pitch from Weaver. Up. Woo! That was a big breaking curveball. Looked like it was well over his head and sank back down into the strike zone, said Blue. Weaver's ERA is not good, but this again is 5th district appearance. That curveball goes wide for a 2-1 count. Inman at first, Head at second. 2 on, 1 out. 3 runs in the inning, in an 8-1 Cougar lead. Weaver to the stretch. The 2-1 pitch. In the air, back, foul, right side, beyond the dugout. Makes the count 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, 2 on. Villanueva. He and Canalicchio each have 2 hits, and that's a ball to fill the count. Didn't miss by much. But Canalicchio with a double and a home run. Villanueva with a pair of doubles. The 2 big hitters for the Cougars this afternoon. That curveball didn't come in enough, and that'll be ball 4, and that'll fill the bases. Head goes to third, Inman to second, Villanueva to first, and the bases are loaded for the leadoff hitter, Isaac Wyman. 429 average, though he's 0 for 1 officially. Has a sac fly and an RBI, has walked and stolen a base and scored a run. He's also popped out to the catcher. Now bats with the bases loaded and only 1 out. 3 runs in. Curveball swung on, a little out in front of it for strike 1. Foul ball down the left field line. Got a sac fly to right, but I don't know that we've seen him with a real good swing today. This would be a good time for it here. Clear these bases. Weaver's pitch is wide, evens the count. Wyman, the 8th hitter in the Cougar 5th. Weaver again to the stretch in the 1-1. Popped up. Coming back and out of play.
Get on top of it. Get on top of it. Don't be swinging up too much. Get on top.
Had a ball come out onto the field. Not real sure where it came from. The dugout area. Blue gets a bunch of baseballs now to fill himself up. So counts 1-2 to Wyman. There's a rope to center field. That'll bring home a couple. Throst will bring it in, but 2 runs will score. He'll keep the runner from going to third. Head scores from third. Inman scores from second, and it's 10-1. Villanueva goes to second. First hit by Wyman puts runners on first and second. Still 1 out.
Base hit, man. Base hit.
And a pinch hitter. Cheney, the batter. Takes ball 1. There's a pinch hitter for can 2. Curveball stays inside. And the count's 2-0 now.
Make him throw you something you like.
There's a hard hit ball foul down the left field line.
Bring it out, nice. That old boy's getting on Matadors. This one. Old guy leaned over. Oh, he's on top of the wall. Good eye.
Nolan Chinney takes another ball. The count goes to 3-1 to the pinch hitter for the Cougars here in the 5th.
Don't help him.
And then he takes a walk. So another walk loads the bases again for the Cougars.
That'll bring up number 22.
And we're back to the man who led off the inning with a home run, a prodigious home run, to start what is now a 5-run inning. And an RBI here can put an end to this one on a run rule in the 5th. 1 out, bases loaded. Will Canalicchio, the first baseman, who's doubled, reached on an error and hit a home run. That one foul past the third base coaching box. And it's strike one. Say Will was a little bit ahead on that one is an understatement. Canalicchio, the 10th batter for the Cougars here as they've batted around in the 5th. 5 runs in, the bases loaded. And there's a fly ball to center that could put an end to this one. Trost can't field it. 2 runs will score, and that should put an end to it as the Cougars, on an RBI single by Canalicchio, win this one 12-0. So 11-1 the final score. The Cougars go to 22-6 and 10-2 in district play. Seguin falls to 5-20 and 2-10. So for Tyler and Jenna, who were our excellent camera people today, for everyone with Wick Productions, this is Tony Brubaker saying good night and God bless. The Cougars win it 11-1 on a Saturday afternoon, District 26 5A victory.